Hello, so this is Walt Dolla and Romello Skuggs for Undisputed Spit. Before we start this video, please like and share the channel, leave a comment, and subscribe, follow us, and enjoy the content. So we're gonna do a recap on the heavyweight title fight last night between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. This is the rubber match, the third installment of their fights, and just give our opinions on analysis of the fight. So I'll let you lead it off, Romello. Tell me your thoughts in terms of what was your thoughts on the fight? How'd you feel about it? What you saw?
I saw three tails of the fight. In the beginning, I saw Wilder look like an improved Wilder. He incorporated a jab to the body, which I never seen him ever do in his 40-plus bouts. He went straight to the body. He's being patient. He's being calm and collective. I like that early, but he got too comfortable with it and gassed himself out. And then to the tail two, to Fury caught on, adjusted, and knocked him down in the third round. But change of events in the fourth round when Fury got hurt. And both just looked gassed, both of them. So Fury wasn't patient. I thought Fury was very sloppy at most times. But again, he's the superior boxer, and superior boxers figure it out. Even when they don't have that A game, they figure it out. So, and then from fifth to eventually the 11th, when Wilder got TKO'd, they still both was a little gas, but I think Fury's had more in the tank for him, and Wilder just like a deer in the headlights. We're like a venison. He like deer meat. He was just out of it. So that's what I thought about it. What do you think about it, Don?
So I didn't think it was a good fight, just for the record. I'll just start off with that. It looked at, it reminded me of the George Foreman Ron Lyle fight. It was like a real
I said that last night.
Fight.
Oh, my
yeah,
life.
It was like
last
that
night.
kind of fight. Both fighters didn't look that well to me, in terms of like being in shape. But going over the fight, okay. I don't know, man. I think Deontay Wilder boxing skills is just not that good. You know what I mean? I was like screaming at the TV, like I'm in his corner. Like, I don't know why he fight with his hands down so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fighting like he Ali or somebody, and you like super slow. It's like, put your hands up. You know what I'm saying? He getting hit with these punches that's, if you just put your hands up, it wouldn't even be that devastating. You know what I'm saying? And he's throwing so wild. I think stamina's still a problem. I don't know if it was an age thing because he's, getting up there in age. But after the fourth round, I do think he gave it all. He let it all hang out. He gave it all in the fourth round. I think he was trying to get the fight over with early. I think he thought that was his best chance, which it may have been. You know what I mean? He did knock him down twice, and his power was definitely at full steam earlier in the fight than it was later. So maybe that, but the one shot knockout artists, it's like either they get you or you get them. And they usually go into decision. They go in later, you know what I mean? So yeah. And that's his style, you know what I mean? It's he got the right hand. And if like all the people Hearns, Tyson, whoever, if the right hand don't work, you know how I go. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much how I went. You know what I mean? He definitely hurt Tyson Fury, good, but not that much boxing skills and not that intelligent in the fight too. You know what I mean? He kept throwing punches and putting his head down. So he was going to the body. I felt the strategy. I think, if you're gonna go to the body, shoot to the body and the head. You just kept throwing this one jab, like throw combinations. That's the first thing. Second thing is it's like you alleviating what the situation is if you go into the body and then put your head down and he think 277 on you for the next 30 seconds or something. Like you can't handle that. Like, he's a bigger guy, so he just kept leaning on him. So I think all in all, Deontay Wilder might need to hang it up, you know what I mean? Because he would have to rebuild from the start, and he is 35 years old, and it's kind of like, you made the money, you got a legacy, you was the heavyweight champion, you know what I'm saying? It might just be because he definitely didn't look good. It was real painful to watch, you know what I'm saying? I think they could have threw the towel in 5 rounds early, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Tyson Fury wasn't in good shape at all, and he should have knocked him out 5 rounds earlier. I mean, he was just drunk for 5 rounds, like, you know what I mean? Like, all you gotta do is hit him with 3 solid shots and it should be over. Even if you didn't do that, just knowing boxing, people, TKOs happen 3 ways. Either you are too hurt, you don't want to continue, or you stop punching, or cuts. You know what I'm saying? And you could just keep throwing punches, and he wasn't gonna throw anything back. He was drunk. You know what I mean? So I just think it just wasn't a good fight, and I think for the heavyweight division, it looks like it's going to be a battle of nutrition. Whoever is the most in shape with the most skill can rule the division. Like right now,
exactly.
Everybody looks. I think the people that's looking the best right now to rule the division would be Usyk. Still Tyson Fury if he was in shape, because he's just a big guy. You know what I mean? That's just caused problems. And I would say Andrew Ruiz, like, really, if he was in shape.
If he's in shape, right.
And with skill, he can rule the division too.
Right.
Joshua and Wilder, they need a lot of boxing skills, like, to me, too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why they have stamina.
They both start late, too.
Yeah, they have real stamina problems, and they both do start late. So I just can't see them, like, ruling the division. Like, I think any of them guys can beat both of those guys. What do you think about the future of the heavyweight division? Who do you think is going to rule the division? Because in the last 15 months, a lot didn't happen. A lot of fights didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So what do you see the trajectory for the heavyweight division right now?
It's going to have to go through Usyk, obviously. But we have to see how Joshua comes back. He may come back sharper and more dedicated and more ready this time on their second rematch. I mean, their rematch. They have to. I have to see, but obviously it's going to have to be in 3 ways. It's going to be Usyk, Fury, of course, and Joshua. Joshua is not out of it yet because Joshua is younger than Wilder is. True. And if I put 2 and 2 together between Joshua and Wilder, I think I can make Joshua better. I mean, that's not saying much, but I know. But still, Joshua.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, Joshua does have a jab. He got the skills. He don't know when to do it full time. He do it when he wants to, but in this division, you have to do it full time. If he just dedicate himself and stay in character, I always say when he stay in character, he's a good boxer. But when he breaks character, trying to be a dog, and which he not, we all know that, and he have a glass jaw. To protect that glass jaw, you have to box. Don't go for the knockout. If he's hurt from your boxing, then that's cool. But to protect your jaw, because you don't have a chin, box. Go in circles, and all of them had to do road work. All of them.
I agree.
Every last one of them. Because imagine this is 15 rounds.
Right.
Imagine this is a 15 round. None of I don't even think they can do 10 rounds.
Right.
10. And it going 12. Everybody look woozy except Usyk.
He's the only one in shape. That's what I'm saying. Right.
He looked the best. I think he do road work, but Wilder don't. He said it himself. He don't do road work. All he do is offense. That's cool. But where's the defense?
No,
why is you got like you said? Why you got your hands down?
Right.
You got your hands down. You open. You open and you slow with it too. Look, if you caught that Tim Witherspoon interview, he just did it last night. He said everything we saying right now. It was so perfect. It was so perfectly said. He's saying basically he not shot them whatever, and he not happy with it because Deontay Wilder don't know how to keep his hands up.
Right.
He was up open.
And his balance is real bad too. Like his feet is not right either. Like, he like wobbling and ain't even nothing happening. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and your hands is like at your chest. Like, put your hands up. Like, he getting hit with all these looping shots, and it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. I think, and that's the same thing I feel like about Joshua. I feel like his defense is like the Achilles heel. Like, it ain't even so much the jaws because he's getting hit so solid. Like, why are you getting hit that square in the face? Like, put your hands up. So I think they just need to work on defense, not so much offense. Everybody, they're strong guys, they're big guys. So it's like, you got to work on your intangibles though, like your feet and your stance and grappling and holding, you know what I'm saying? When you hurt and things of that sort, you know what I mean? Like the intangibles of winning a fight. Right.
That's what Fury was a superior at. He got the intangibles. I mean,
I agree with that.
One thing now with Fury, we both agreed that he was sloppy and reckless.
He didn't look good. Yeah, he wasn't in shape.
He wasn't in shape either, right? But again, imagine if he was just patient. I think he was going for the knockout too, but he was just been patient. All he had to do was jab him. He was already like done, but not fully done because he's still on his feet. So he just kept jabbing him, you know what I'm saying, doing the fundamentals, going around the circles, because Wilder was going the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
He was. I was saying, like when Lennox Lewis said that, I was saying the same thing at the same time. I said, if you fighting a right-handed fighter, you don't want to move into the right hand. You want to go the opposite way, like so it can be away, not going into the hand. You know what I mean? So it's like, but even like after the fifth round, I would say Deontay Wilder looked terrible in the corner. Like every time he went to the corner, it was like worse and worse. Like he was just like super spent. Like I don't know what that was about, but he was looking like he could barely even, stand up. Like
it's his homeboy. I mean, when you fire a seasoned vet like Mark Breland, I mean, and then you hire your homeboy, actually that you beat. Well, I think he took a dive, but that's my opinion. But when you fire somebody that's seasoned and know what to do and tell you what to do, again, it's different. Like you hire your homeboy. That's like me being a fighter, and I hire you. You're my brother. So yeah, I'm telling you, don't stop this fight. No, I'm sure you're gonna see how the outfit of the fight is going. You know what I'm saying? And look for my best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to get killed out there.
I don't think he was telling them bad suggestions though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just think he just wasn't doing what he said. You know what I mean? He wasn't even like that coherent. It seemed like, he was just too tired. He just looked so tired, like he didn't have like nothing left. That's what it looked like to me. You know what I'm saying? And even when he got knocked out from exhaustion. Not like the punch was so out of control. It was a good punch and it was definitely a solid punch, but he really was just exhausted.
He was dead.
And he's dead. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just flopped down. He was exhausted. Like, you know what I mean? It was like the Rub in the Jungle. It was like George Foreman, just exhausted. I mean, he got hit with a solid shot, but he really was just so exhausted. Couldn't get up. You know what I mean? So, but he looks like he's in shape, though. You know what I mean? So I don't understand that. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay. I had a saying. Not a saying. I'm sorry. I had a newfound respect for Wilder for what he did, and he stood up.
Too. Yeah.
But until, and this just happened, he didn't wish Fury respect and all like that. Because Fury went to his corner saying like, "We warriors, sportsmanship." Basically, Wilder blew him off saying, "No, I don't respect you." That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's bad sportsmanship. Malik Scott, I praise him because after he did a video with a reporter, even though the reporter was biased as hell. You know what I'm saying? He was Team Wilder, whatever. But Malik Scott said basically Fury's a good fighter and basically giving him the respect that he deserved. You know what I'm saying? Wilder just like brushing him off and shit like that. I don't respect that. And now I don't have respect for him again. I want to retire. I don't want him to win another fight just because of that. Now, if he just praised him and said good shit or whatever, I have respect for Wilder, but I don't have respect for this. I'm tired of it. He went through all this shit, all this arbitration, delay of the fight. That's due to Fury with the COVID, but still, you go through all of this, calm with the storm, not saying nothing, not have your headphones on and all this stuff. You went through all that, got TKO, and you can't give this man the satisfaction that he deserved because he beat you again twice. He was more competitive, yes, but on this than the other two, he was more competitive, yes, but honestly, he beat you 3 times. And you can't give him the respect that he deserved. You still think he cheated? How he cheated this time? This is you, brother. This is you. So
I think that pride and ego get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's real fragile. In a fighter and stuff. I mean, all men. You know what I'm saying? We all got to deal with that pride and ego. So it's kind of like and especially in this. You can't play boxing. Everybody knows that. This is like a real gladiator warrior sport, so it's like these people put a lot into this to be victorious or even on the other side taking the L. So
right,
but still I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Sportsmanship is definitely a part of the game. You know what I mean? To me, or a part of sports. If it's a sport, you should have some sportsmanship about it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, y'all both trying to feed y'all family and so on and so forth. It's a job. You know what I mean?
Right. But he didn't even have it. You do a press conference at the end, like what happened at the fight, what you do right and what you did wrong and all that. Deontay Wilder didn't even show up. His trainer had to talk. That's crazy. Only way I can see that happening if he was just in the hospital, he was just badly beat up, whatever. Even Joe Frazier after the fight of the century. He was, he was in the hospital for a month and all that stuff. Even he taught. Everybody do this. It's a part of the game, man.
I mean,
I don't know. Not saying anything.
I don't know how bad he is hurt though. Like he didn't look good though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what's up with him. Like for real. You know what I mean? He just looked. Man, after the 4th round, it was just like. He hurt like the whole round, you know what I mean?
His leg's gone.
Once his leg is gone, I'm like,
leg's gone.
I don't understand that. The costume wasn't too heavy this time, was it?
That's like the weakest excuse I ever heard in my life, though. Like that costume. Oh, I had to ask a Wilder fan, like, what do y'all like about this man, dog? Like, tell me something I don't know.
The knockout. Everybody like knockouts. Everybody like knockouts. That's the most exciting. Yeah, knockouts. That's what they like about it. I mean, I like him too. I want him to win, for pride's sake and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, you can't like defy skill though. You know what I mean? And he don't got that much skill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he got power in the right hand, but no combination. Not that much defense, very slow. You know what I mean? He don't even know, no coordination, just like real always off balance. Even when he throw his shots, he throw it off balance, like not his footwork is real bad.
I've been saying it for years. I've been saying the same thing you saying for years. People call me a hater and all that stuff, and because people call me a hater. I was like, man, no, it's just the science, man. I mean, yes, knockout artist. I mean, and I love Tyson. I love Mike Tyson like that, but at least Mike Tyson had a coordination. At least he had a coordination. At least he had stuff to work with.
No, he's a way better boxer than Deontay Wilder. I mean, it's not even on the same playing field. I agree with you.
Yeah,
but I was saying that point in terms of like when the right hand doesn't work, like when you throw the right hand and you don't knock him out. Basically, then it's like it go the other way, like immediately, like like now you like on the other side.
Facts.
You come from the hunter to being hunted, basically.
Yeah,
yeah. So, I mean, but all in all, I think he can come back. It's going to be a lot of work. He will have to rebuild. You got to fight a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
He should fought some tune-ups to get the confidence up. You know what I'm saying? Don't go after the monster who just beat you. I wouldn't do that. Like, I could see if Fury's like just an okay boxer. You know what I'm saying? It was just like one of them good shots that called him or whatever. I could see then just going back to the fucking mountain and fighting him. I could see that. But Tyson Fury is undefeated for a reason. He's good for a reason. He's a great boxer for a reason. And again, like we saying it right now, Wilder's not a good boxer. So get the confidence up. Fight somebody like him, kinda. You know what I'm saying? To get your confidence up and then go after the beast. Don't go straight after.
Fury's also very strong mentally too. He beat him like mentally always too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though this is, to me, out of all three fights, it's the worst that Fury looked in all three fights to me. Like his physical appearance, his skill wise, he looked the worst in this fight, but still mentally he was still superior. He's like, just smarter in there. He's making adjustments in the fight. Deontay Wilders not making any adjustments. Like,
that's
I just kept saying, can you just put your hands up? Put your hands up. Like,
grab them, something. Do something, man. Not just look at all woozy and just swinging and that right now the fourth round. On God's honest truth, I thought Wilder's gonna pull it off. Like, seriously. When he knocked him down, I was like, uh-oh.
The second time, I was like, whoa, because he was really hurt the second time more than the first time. I mean, he was hurt both times, but the second time, Tyson Fury looked really hurt. You know what I mean? But there again, that's, to me, if you Deontay Wilder, when he get up the second time, keep throwing punches. Make the referee stop it, like, from not throwing, keep throwing punches.
Like, he's dead. He's dead.
Right. He gave it all he had. Yeah, that was it.
He was out after that. Yeah. So, but he almost pulled it off. I was like, uh-oh, this might change everything. No, this ain't going. It's not even a mic to it. This will change everything. So, yeah, it would have to probably be a fourth fight. Probably, you know what I'm saying? But they both showed a lot of heart. I definitely got to give it to Deontay Wilder. I definitely didn't think he was going to last that long. I was really, really surprised that he was even in the fight in the 10, 11, in them kind of rounds. Because, I mean, he looked to spent from round 5 on to me, like drunk, like, So I definitely give him credit for that heart. Tyson Fury, too, it take a lot to get up, you know what I mean, from being knocked down. Like we talked about in the other video, like we know people that's been knocked down that, usually don't come back. And they don't get up. So they both, show great heart. It was a great fight in that aspect. But skill wise it was, not that good. And people talking about when Fury got knocked down, it should have been a 10 count. Like, y'all got to understand, when a person gets knocked down, first of all, when you get knocked down, you have to regroup. You don't get up immediately. I agree with you. Unless it's like a little shot or something like that, whatever. Right. You can, but a shot from Deontay Wilder, you need to regroup and refocus for a second, and then get up. And he always do like the Undertaker type thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. I don't think that's a cheating at all. It's like you got hit with the most devastating right since probably George Foreman or Ernie Shavers. So, I mean, I regroup my damn self too. I got caught with it. So
you should regroup. Yeah. That's what a good fighter would do. I mean, y'all, nobody in there is, technically a bum. Like, technically, you know what I mean? Like, anybody that gets in the ring is a brave person. So, and these is big guys. They're the real big guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
No, I think you should take the standard 8 count. I don't know why somebody would get immediately up. I mean, you went down for a reason. I mean, you hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah, get yourself together, get your bearings together to go back out there, because when somebody knock you down, they're about to come at you.
They're coming at you.
They're trying to knock you out. Yeah. So you gotta get yourself together. like to defend yourself?
So, I know you asked the question that what you think of Deontay Wilders' future. Yeah, he should take the retirement route. He should, but again, he got the ego. You know what I'm saying? That ego plays a big part, but it's gonna be a long road. This loss right here probably dropped him to like 4 or 5 because he was ahead of him. You got Wee, you got Usyk, you got Joshua. Joshua's still ahead. He's still in. You know what I'm saying? And you got Dylan White, and you got this guy named Joe Joyce. He's cold too. He undefeated too. He's like number 7. He's coming up. So yeah, you got a long road, brother. You know what I'm saying? And well, first and foremost, I think you should rest for a minute.
I agree.
Clear your head. Clear your head. You know what I'm saying? You've been through the worst, not the worst, but this is a tragedy. This is a trilogy, and you lost. So you have to get the mindset. You have to get your clear thoughts. Like, what's next for me? What should I do to improve and get back to the top claim on my state? You know what I'm saying? That's the question Deontay Wilders should ask himself. Nobody else can't help you. You got to do this. You in the mirror, ask yourself this: what should I do next? Should I really rebuild what I came from and just be approved? Because he said the right things. Like, this is a new me. I'm improved, and you know, this is the new me. Y'all gonna see it, and yada yada yada. That was right things to say, but you have to believe that. Don't just say it for us.
Right.
Don't just say it for us. You have to believe that. And now he got the loss. He really need to believe that. If you don't believe that, call it quits. It's over.
I guess I was saying one way. I still kind of do think he should retire. I don't think he, have that much more to prove. But if he still got the heart or the fight to fight, I feel you. If he does want to fight, if he does want to take that challenge on, which I agree with you, it's going to be a long road. He's going to have to build back up. He's going to have to knock out. He's going to have to beat some good contenders, basically, to get back to the top. And
like the name's not mentioned. He got to beat them.
Yeah, basically. He's going to have to beat a couple of them guys. I don't know if he's like up for that or like that. But even if he is, I kind of don't think he should take a break. I think he should get right back into the fold. I think he should take a fight within the next 2 or 3 months. That's what if I was his trainer, that's what I would say. Because I think he's been off for a year, and it didn't look like a lot better. You know what I mean? So I think I think he would benefit more by just being more active, like being in fights. You know what I'm saying? Being in fighting shape, because that's obviously a situation like him getting in shape. Like, you know what I mean? I think they all should do that, really. But especially on the comeback, you gotta fight. You know what I mean?
I think the only person in that division should get rest like that is Fury. Fury, he needs some rest, like soon, get like 3 months, maybe 4, because he just it was an ugly fight, like you said. So he needs some rest for a minute. Then next year, and watch out for the Joshua and the Usyk fight. Pay attention to that. Also, pay attention to Ruiz too, and Dylan White. You need to pay attention to those because they coming after you. Yeah. So
I agree with you.
Top dog. You the top dog. You the top brass. So they coming after you. So just pay attention. Don't be going through his phase because he's known for that. He do got mental health issues. So still keep focused. I know this is an embracement. You know what I'm saying? This is a upliftment to your legacy. I know all that. You're gonna be a Hall of Famer because of it. You know what I'm saying? So, but still, you gotta stay focused. So I know you go chill for a minute, but pay attention to those fighters. I think he should chill for a second. Period. You know what I'm saying? But the division's pretty good. I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch the undercards, but it's a guy named Sanchez. I'm gonna pay attention to that later. You know what I'm saying? Watch the undercards. That's a good fight. Some other stuff, but I didn't see it. The only fight I saw was the J Rock fight. I saw that. The J Rock fight. It was on TV. It wasn't on pay-per-view. So
Gotcha.
it was the preliminary. It was the preliminary fight, but I ain't see the undercard stuff. But I'm gonna check that out later. I'm sure it's on YouTube, so I'm checking it out. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it is. And we signing off. I'm Walt Dolla. This is Romello Skuggs, and this is Undisputed Spit. We're signing off. Peace.
Peace.
And this is Undisputed Spit. You dig?
I'd buy that for $1.